5, I think. And we are at Neel Gap. Camped here last night. Had a fire. And I just wanted to show everyone the famous shoe tree. Apparently a lot of people give up at this spot. And when they give up, they throw the shoes or boots up in the old tree. So yeah, kind of cool, kind of sad, but I'm glad that I'm not throwing mine up there yet. What you doing there, buddy?
Well, this is a typical water resupply spot on the AT. Just a little natural spring coming in. Looks like there's a little pool here. Just gonna fill up this bag, partially full. Best I can anyway. It's a little bit difficult. Nice and cold already. Put on the old Sawyer squeeze and do just that. Let her rip.
And you got drinkable water in about less than a second.
Yeah, it's a pretty slick system. It's 4 miles till the next water, so I'm gonna drink most of this and carry, I don't know, half-liter width over the next 4 miles.
Camel up.
Camel up. Doing some late afternoon hiking here. Heading into Low Gap Shelter for the night along a really steep ridge line right here. Trying to make it to camp after a big, this will be our second double-digit day in a row. Alright, alright. Here we are at Low Gap Shelter. Getting settled in for the evening. Creek right here. It's pretty busy tonight. He's taking a selfie every day. There's the shelter. That's a small one here. There's pretty much 3 levels. This one, a mid-level you see off in the distance, and one up even farther closer to the trail.
There's probably about 30 people here, I would estimate. Maybe even more.
I agree. It's pretty busy, and this is a popular spot after you leave Neel Gap. So it's 11 miles or something and change. So a lot of people hunkering down for the night. They're predicting maybe some rain tomorrow. Will be our first go with inclement weather.
Yes, but we're gonna try to wake up early, hike fast, get to town, and celebrate.
Yeah, get up to Hiwassee. You know, maybe if it does rain, do some laundry, take our first showers, do a resupply.
Some pizza.
Pizza.
Some races,
maybe one of those too. Well,
or a margarita.
We'll let you know.
It is Monday morning. It's supposed to rain today. We're trying to beat the rain. Left early this morning. Nice little waterfall on trail. But we have a little pep in our step today because we are heading to our first town. We're gonna go to Hiwassee and get a hotel and chill, get some pizza, do some laundry, have some showers, and maybe drink a beer or two. So we're excited. Day number 6, and we've figured out why it's called the Green Tunnel. That didn't take too long. It's kind of cool when you're hiking and there's a big tree down and they just cut a little hole through it. A lot of green here today. Some moss and rocks. Here we are trying to hitch a ride. What are the odds you think of someone picking up all 4 of us?
Yeah, it's pretty. I'd say hopefully within 20 minutes.
Ooh, start the timer. Let's get it going.
What do we got? I'm starting it right now. Are you using that stopwatch ad I was talking about? Yep.
Well, here we are, our first hotel, mad chillin', drinking some beers and eating some pizza. Those guys are just mad chillin' over there.
On the cloud.
Colin's trying to fix his shoe. And did some laundry, did some showers, ice baths.
So fresh and so clean, clean.
So fresh and so clean. Yeah. Pancakes in less than a minute flat.
But I don't know, I crushed this one with the rock.
On trail.
Breakfast of Champions right here.
Literally take it.
Holiday Inn.
Express, baby.
It was like hanging on like thread.
With shitty Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it was like non-existent.
Yeah.
No Wi-Fi.
So I just like
And a broken jacuzzi. But besides that, pretty nice. They even have Cinnabon over here.
When you get married, you don't ask for anything, you just have to say. I mean, it's packing up.
Live from Ingalls. We're in Hiwassee doing our first food resupply, and we may have overdone it.
Yep. I got some unicorn gummies.
Mmm.
Hope they're as good as they look.
No kidding.
Got a little bit of this right here.
Oh, that's what's up.
some of the good stuff.
Extra calories.
That's heavy.
Small weight penalty.
Calories, weight penalty. Come on, man.
These are popular. Holy cow. 34 ounces only. That's 2 pounds.
We're splitting it. I got only one mountain house.
Oh, yeah. And yours is already packed up.
All packed up.
All right, hiker trash. Hanging out.
Yeah. Just chilling, taking a little snack break.
Chillin'.
Down at Indian Grave Gap or something like that.
Sounds accurate.
Well, here we have it. The ramen bomb. Is that what it's called? The ramen bomb? Ramen noodles and instant mashed potatoes. And yeah, about to try it. I think it's gonna be delicious. What do you have over there?
Well, I ate gourmet tonight. I had instant mashed potatoes with butter and mozzarella cheese and a tortilla with some summer sausage and cheese.
Good?
Good, I'm too full. I'm nursing this potatoes because you got to pack that out if you don't eat it.
True
So
story.
I'm nursing it.
What you eating there today, buddy?
Well, this is a tortilla with tuna. Which one? The urban garlic, because it's packing the most. 110 calories. Ooh. For the same price, so why not? And some mozzarella cheese. It's like a tuna taco. Look at that. Mmm.
Cheers. Earned it today.
Yeah, we did our biggest push yet. It wasn't in mileage, but it was at least for climbing. We're at the Trey Mountain Shelter. And we killed it out of Hiwassee today. We stayed the night there last night at the Holiday Inn.
Have some full bellies right now, which is great.
I'd like to give a shout out to the Holiday Inn, but I can't because, well, the Wi-Fi was miserable. The hot tub wasn't working.
Don't go to Holiday Inn if you want Wi-Fi or hot tub. Or both.
But the room was nice and clean, and I slept well.
Breakfast was great. I mean, it was nice, but Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So we're just gonna talk about the last 7 days on the trail.
Little recap, kind of highlights, lowlights. Did you have any lowlights?
Not yet. Ooh. Believe it or not, I'm on cloud 9 this whole time, and even this little bit of
rain,
even the sprinkles, don't bring me down.
Sweet.
So we're at 67 miles hiked today. From Amicalola Falls is a little less for actual trail miles.
So if you divide that by 2,200, that's like 10% done. Boom.
Boom. Close. It's actually just over 3. Ooh. So we got 96 point whatever left only. Only. Time's flying out here.
3% done. Nice. That's good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, any lowlights for you?
Well, there was one, probably the lowest light. Probably the lowest point of the trip so far for me, and it wasn't even that low, was when I had a little visitor come inside my tent on the second night.
Just before he tells you the story. The first few nights I wasn't sleeping so great. Long story short, I had too much air in my mattress, so crank that down if you're having trouble sleeping. So it was like probably 3, 4 in the morning. I was wide awake, laying there, and I hear this girl scream. And it turns out it was this guy.
Yeah, I did scream. And I just laughed about it because what can you do, you know? It didn't bite me. Why the frown, you ask? Well, last night I had a little friendly visitor called a mouse in my tent. Woke up about 2 a.m. Something was crawling around on my legs and feet, and turned on my light, and there was this fat little mouse just staring at me. And then I saw a sucker that Ron Brown had given me as a dessert that I never ate and forgot in my pack. So I had to get the mouse out, and I threw the sucker out my door, and it made a couple laps around me tent, and yeah, eventually climbed out of my door. When I first saw the mouse, I made a little girl scream, and Andy was awake at the time, and he was sleeping over there in his tent. Had a nice laugh. And yeah, I can't make this stuff up. I'll show you the hole you can see in the side of the tent. Not in the screen, not in the bottom, but right in the side of the tent. Which makes sense because the sucker was in that pocket. And yeah, it's not the first time I've had a tent and a mouse. It's not the first time I've had a mouse in my tent. On the Colorado Trail, did the same thing, forgot some food in my pack, and I chewed a hole down there. But the kicker of this story is, it not only chewed a hole through my tent, but it took a on my sleeping pad. So I had little wrapper pieces and pieces of crap all stuck in the holes of my foam pad. So I had to clean that out at 2 in the morning too. Day 2. About to start day 3. Hope I learned my lesson by now. I didn't get sick yet, so.
You're still alive. So I'm actually worried. I bought some peanut butter for the first time today, and there's a lot of natural oils on the top. And I'm pigging out on it, and I just I have some oil spilt on my pants and jacket, and now I'm hoping I don't have a visitor tonight.
And I'm hoping he does, and I hear him scream like a girl.
I probably would.
Wow. That would be great. So that was my lowest so far, but even that, like, whatever, you
That's
know?
not a big deal. And as far as body goes, the upper half, doing awesome. Just great up here. Not the same down here. Feeling good, been doing a lot of stretches. I do have this weird spot here. I've been putting tape on it. It's not that bad.
Cool.
But that's it, really. No official blisters, and nothing's fallen off yet.
Yeah, I've been doing great. So far, so good. No complaints. Yeah. How about any highlights?
Highlights. Well, the highlight was when I landed in Atlanta, baby. Hopped on the MARTA, got picked up by Ron Brown. Boom, Emma Falls. Did the stairs, which are no big deal, actually. People talk them up. People get stressed out and they worry about them, but they're nice.
Yeah.
It takes about 15-20 minutes, and you're done, and you're in the past. But as far as highlights go, man, where to start?
Everything.
Honestly, where to start? Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's been great. The trail is super challenging, and I expected that. But it's worth it. You feel good. You get views. The weather's been phenomenal. This is the first go with rain.
Yeah, we had rain yesterday, but we ended up going to Hiwassee. No, Hiwassee. Hiwassee? Hiwassee. Hiwassee. And we decided to take a hotel, which was one of my highlights. Sleeping in a hotel, getting that shower, getting that laundry done.
Oh, the laundry. Everything was soiled.
Resupplied, got some breakfast, got some pizza, beers.
And we've been seeing other people eating, and I learned about a few new menu items, so I grabbed those at the store today, and maybe we'll do a little video about what we're eating out here. But a lot of the basic crap that everyone else is, but you know, tweaking our diet and learning as we go.
Yeah, and I was also wondering, like, do you have a trail name yet? Like, they're probably dying to find out what our trail names are, because they haven't really heard.
Yeah, I'm tired of saying my real name, so we're kind of we have names. Big Red.
Big Red.
Big Red.
Which is I'm fine with that. I was kind of pushing my own trail name for a while, but you know, you can't really make your own trail name. So yeah, they were gonna call me Sucker because of the mouse story with the sucker in my tent. But I'm glad to be Big Red than Sucker. And then this guy we started calling the Count because he's good at numbers.
1 mile. Oh. 2 miles. That.
Yeah.
Things like that. So right out of the gate, we knew it was gonna happen, and it did. And oh my goodness, trail magic is for real.
Our first trail magic happened on the 3rd day.
Yeah, what was that gap? Which gap was it? There's so many
Gooch
gaps. Gooch Gap.
Yep, we got to the road and there was a trail devil, Willie, handing out PBRs for anyone that wanted it.
1 per hiker.
And we learned that a trail devil gives out booze usually, and a trail angel gives out food. And there was like a church group with a huge setup, like all sorts of food and coffee and hot chocolate and big tent set up, big awning, chairs. It was pretty cool.
It was really cool. They also had digital scales so you could weigh your pack, and it turns out I probably brought 7 days, 8 days of food when I thought I was bringing 4 days of food. So I haven't even learned my lesson. I dumped out my food bag on the bed this morning at the hotel, kind of situated things and did the math. I calculated 2.5 days of food. So I went to the grocery store, Ingalls there in Hiwassee, and bought too much food again. But I bought all this food that I learned about. Tortillas. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this later, but think about this.
Nice.
Tortillas, cheese, and meat. Mmm. Mmm.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
One more thing with the trail names. Colin doesn't really have a trail name yet. We kind of started calling them Dropstick
Yeah, drop-stick.
because we were taking a photo on a cliff and his hiking pole just fell overboard and he had to retrieve it. What are you doing way down there, buddy?
My pole flew away.
True story. Getting bonus miles today. Woo woo! Because he dropped his pole off a little cliff. And pretty sweet view today. And so now that's his temporary trail name, Dropstick.
Yeah, he doesn't seem opinionated on it, so.
And then Josh
Yeah.
is called Wizard.
Wizard. We have an official wizard in the group, and
He got his trail name on the first day, just boom, pretty much with his pretty cool, colorful robe.
he's making he made his own robe.
Off to action, eh?
Yo, yo, what up?
What's up, fellas?
Oh my goodness, I ain't seen you
Welcome.
since who knows when.
Since that church?
You got a harem now, that's cool.
Huh?
You got a haircut.
You picked up a harem.
get a haircut.
Oh,
What up, man?
Hey guys.
Welcome. Hello.
Yeah, that was weird, but we finished strong.
How's it going?
Hi, how are
Hello,
you?
welcome.
You
You guys staying here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Cool. The
How's the
shelter's
shelter?
full. Alright, so another highlight of mine on the trail so far was the first night on the official trail. We were camping and there's a big old fire, a lot of people, everyone's excited. We're all just sitting around talking, and all of a sudden we start talking about embarrassing moments on the trail or past trails, and sharting came up. And if you don't know what sharting is, well, what is it?
Well, you know, at a certain age, I think everybody knows what it is.
Yeah, it's when you go to fart, but it's not a fart. And we're all talking about that, telling different stories. And apparently it's a thing on the trail. Like 50% of people on the trail do it.
Are you banking up stats now?
That is a made-up stat, but I think a lot of people do it. Because it's even posted on some of the bathroom privy signs.
Oh yeah, one of the things is do not dispose of your undergarments in this, even if they're soiled.
So it does happen.
Pack it in, throw it out.
Yep. So that was funny because we were talking about it, and all of a sudden a female hiker comes into camp, and that's the first thing she hears is just us talking about crap.
Bathroom jokes.
It was pretty funny.
So another situation, we went to Woody Gap, and this is just after getting a breakfast of Trail Angels, a dinner of Trail Angels the night before from Uncle Carl, Twin Moons Tavern.
Yes,
He
shout
is
out
on
to
YouTube.
him. He actually made burgers that night we got to Gooch Gap. Like 20 some burgers, 30 burgers, all the fixings.
All the fixings.
That was delicious. I could go for one right now, actually.
That was the best thing I've eaten since I left.
So thanks, Uncle Carl, for that. He also made breakfast the next morning.
Egg bake, if you will.
Yeah, hiker's breakfast or something. Just a big scrambled egg with peppers, and it was delicious. But the church group also made breakfast.
Yep.
And had coffee and stuff. And
Yeah, everything you could think of. Hot cocoa, oatmeal, trail mix, fruits, bananas, apples, oranges. And then, okay, so we had Trail Magic dinner, Trail Magic breakfast, and why not have Trail Magic brunch at Woody Gap?
yes, shout out to Woody if you're watching, our friend.
Woody?
Yeah, there's a couple there. A guy, older lady, and I don't.
Whoa, 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 whoa! There was
Don't put that in, Chris. All right.
There was a nice lady there and a nice man, and part of the Dockery tribe from way back.
Yeah, they had coffee and donuts and Really put a pep in our step that morning.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks.
All of you people. And then,
Everyone.
not to mention, so we conquered Blood Mountain. We went up and down that bad boy. Worked our way into Neel Gap. Stopped
Yep.
at the outfitter.
Got there just in time because at 6:30. Hey, you made it. The shelter's full, but there's some tenting spots.
Awesome.
Okay.
And if you don't find any up there, there's some down here.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
So we're rolling down into Neel Gap, and they had just closed because we knew we were cutting it close. We had a big day. We did 14.2 for that day, and
Yeah.
we were trying to hit the outfitter. And at some point, we knew we weren't gonna.
They closed at 6. We got in like at 6:20.
Which, believe it or not, is a blessing because now that the shop is closed, Trail Magic can set up. You're not cutting into each other's business.
Darn tootin', it was a blessing.
Oofta. That
Yeah.
was nice. And we had pulled pork sandwiches, bags of chips, cookies, beans, baked beans,
It was
and coleslaw.
delicious.
It was my second best meal on the trail.
Wow.
And Neel Gap is a great place to stop. It's the place with all the shoes in the tree.
Yep.
Probably seen pictures.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool tree.
I think
Speaking of trees, we lost a team member.
yeah, we lost one already.
He threw his shoes up on the old tree and said he's done. It was
enough.
the koala from Australia. So I'm sorry, Charlie and Lucy and the gang at,
Oh.
he had enough.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna make it anyway, but he didn't.
Man down.
And it wasn't me.
We also had a little more trail magic. Someone brought us to the gas station to buy some beer at Neels Gap.
Oh yeah, fellow
was
Minnesotan.
cool. Yeah.
He comes down here in the spring, goes up to the Boundary Waters in the summer. What a nice gig if you like being outside, huh?
Yeah, so that was a fun night. Sitting around the campfire drinking some brouhahas.
Do you think getting a ride into town counts as trail magic?
Yeah, it is. When you hitchhike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we got picked up in Hiwassee, or whatever Gap,
I like to call it Unicorn Gap, but it's not Unicorn Gap.
at Unicorn Gap. We got picked up, toted into town by a nice woman, and this morning was just a breeze leaving, and we told the guy that we had just showered and all of our stuff was clean, and he let us sit inside of the cabin.
Yeah,
That was nice.
it was real nice. It was real nice.
So yeah, we left Hiwassee and we walked up to Trey Mountain Shelter. And here we are. That's been a...
Here we are. This is our first real rain day. We had a little rain yesterday,
Is
but
your collar messed up? I think your collar's tucked in itself.
I bet it looks real cool on video.
So yeah, that's it. And you're probably wondering where the glow bunny is, but he's staying dry in the tent right now, so don't even worry about him.
Yep. And remember to hike your own life.